I feel something, not a desperation, but it's like I'm running out of time.
Because?
Because of conditioning. I don't really believe in an afterlife, heaven or hell. I really don't believe in reincarnation. I think those things are a cop-out for a mediocre life.
Then how do you explain us? Unfortunately, that's the point that we're making. If you're not including us in your all that is, we are happy that there are other all that isnesses. Because you just extinguished us from beingness.
It's just that I think not you, Abraham, but some of those thoughts in those directions are so irrelevant that I have to live this life here, now, in the way I know through what I've experienced. I don't recall anything else other than that.
Because there is no regression. Did that answer something big for you? You cannot go back to that which you were before with any satisfaction or any definition. You can recall very briefly behind, but it's a recollection that we are encouraging you to pick and choose and move in the way that you want it to be. Stay here for a minute with that, because this is an important thing that you are blundering into.
Okay, there's clarity in that helps a lot.
What would it take for you, using your logical mind, which you have, what would it take for you to acknowledge the continuity in your eternalness? Esther says to Jerry, I think about you all the time. And he says to her, how do you know it's you thinking about me and not me thinking about you? And Esther thinks, well, you got a point there. So she has fun experiences. She came home the other night, and it was dark when she got there. And so she let herself in, came in through the garage, and came into the kitchen and into the house. And some furniture that she had purchased a while back that's been in another storage room had now been placed around. And so one of the pieces in particular, she had not seen it. And so she was eager to go look at it. And Jerry had said to her often, it was something that they played with a lot. He said, let's not junk it up. Meaning, let's not fill our space full of stuff. Let's leave some space between. And Esther is sort of junking it up. She thinks if there is a space, it should be filled with something beautiful. And so she is now back in the house, and there are 4 new pieces in an already finished house. And so she is walking around and looking and enjoying. And she says to Jerry, so what do you think? Do you think I'm junking it up? And the car alarm in the car went off. So she doesn't know if he thinks she's junking it up or if he likes it, but she does know that he is aware. She knows that he is aware. Knows that he is aware of where she is standing and what she is doing. And he is interested because he is in on all of that from the beginning. And so she knows she's not making that up. She knows. So she is leaving during the segment of lunch, thinking about Jerry again. Walking to, let Esther settle a little because it is tender to her. Good tender. Walking to the elevator. And the elevator door opened. No one on it, no one near it, no one anywhere around. There is no question in Esther's mind that there is a hereafter that is involved in her now. In other words, you cannot have those experiences without knowing, sensing, knowing. Now, certainly, others could conjure logical explanations for everything, but again, they would be wrong. So, if you need us to haunt you, yeah.
Anytime.
We are available. Until October 31st, we are under great demand. But after that, our calendar is clear.
There was probably just some clarity I needed on that. I think perhaps egotistically on my part. It's like I need some sort of validation,
you
approval.
Do, and we will let you continue there. Validation, approval.
Respect from respectable people. Not that anyone is better than someone else. Again, when I look at my own conditioning, that denying happiness, that sort of thing. I need maybe that kick in the pants to say that, you are entitled to what you want. I get a lot of what I want. I wanted this. This is the second time in front of Abraham. I knew I would be here. No doubt. And yet there are some things that I just can't seem to connect with, and I don't understand why.
Well, the thing is, if there's something that you want, and you want it enough that you figure out how to adjust your vibration to allow it, then you've figured everything out. Because that's the whole of what creation is. It's to have experiences that cause you to consciously identify a desire. And then when a consciously identified desire comes into place and you are aware of it as it came into place, then you can put the pieces together. Otherwise, having someone telling you what they've figured out or what they know is of little consequence to your evolution. It's a wonderful thing when something hatches in you that matters to you. And then you are able to come into alignment in order to satisfy your own question about it, you see. Esther has known for a long time about the continuity of life because she's been allowing us to flow through her, and she knows she's not making us up. She can feel the wisdom of Abraham and the feeling of Abraham. She can feel the energy of Abraham. She knows that Abraham is. She just has not been able to identify exactly what Abraham is. How do you categorize that? And when she listened to others trying, no one ever came close to what she knew or sensed. And so then when Jerry made his transition to non-physical, and she began receiving him, she didn't want Jerry to be Abraham. She didn't know what she thought Abraham was or is, but she wanted what Jerry is to be different from what Abraham is, because she had already adjusted to Abraham. She wanted an authentic, undeniable, perceivable, obvious Jerry experience for the same reasons that you are reaching for it. Not because she needed confirmation that there was something there, but because she wanted further definition of exactly how it is that it plays out. Because all of you, no matter what any of you say, what all of you are wanting to do all day, every day, is to place yourself in this universe, to understand your position in it, to play your part as it has been defined or designed by you, and to consciously understand it, you see. And so, once you start getting hold of pieces that make sense to you, that you feel resonance about, so that you build for yourself a platform that is consistent, then you can reach further and further until in time you discover there are no limitations.